Hi there, and welcome back to another StartProto tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about how StartProto handles inventory and item control. Inside of StartProto, we have two different kinds of items that are essential to understand. We have our make items and our buy items. Simply put, buy items are going to be items that we purchase from vendors, and they're usually raw materials. Our make items are going to be things that we produce. They have a series of operations or a routing attached to them. And in order for us to come up with a make item, we have to follow the series of steps. For example, this fuel chamber inlet, borrowed from Titans of CNC, shows a couple of operations here at the top in what we call our operation pills. If we scroll down a little bit, we'll actually see our routing. We can drop down on any individual routing step and see what exactly is required. So from a scheduling perspective here, we don't have a default work center and operator assigned, but we can assign those. So when this operation gets scheduled, we assign it to a work center and to an operator. Our input items are kind of like our raw materials. So then here we have our Inconel bar, and we're actually going to require one of these, and we'll imagine that it's cut to size. It goes into the lathe, then another operation, then a mill, then anodizing, and then it goes through a final inspection step. We'll see here our anodizing is an outside service operation. It's tagged with a yellow OSP tag, and it tells us our vendor right there on the routing. If we scroll up, we'll even see in our operation pills that this anodized step is highlighted yellow to tell us that it goes on outside the shop. In our bill of materials, we'll have a kind of cascading view, and this is much more handy for items with multiple levels. For example, here, if we go to our finished housing, we'll go to our bill of materials here. And actually, if we go to our demand analysis, I'll see that this finished housing goes inside of a bearing assembly. And the bearing assembly itself is manufactured through a process that your engineering team would probably say looks like this. But StartProto cleans that view up a little bit and gives us real-time tracking on the different machine components and buy components. Back to our main screen here, our buy items are going to have a similar view where we can come in here and see for any given buy item, what are the actual demand sources that are requiring us to need this raw material. Here I can see where all the demand is coming from in inches and how much each job or sales order is requiring us to need. If I want to, I can even start a purchase order straight from this demand breakdown. I can go through and see my purchase order history and my sales history in case this is a raw material that I resell. I can see my quote history and my transaction log. Looking at tooling here, tooling, for example, can be things that we both make or buy. If it's a fixture for machining, then I might machine a fixture and then use that tool inside of routings. If it's something simpler like a carbide end mill, I might just use that tool inside of an operation. And I want to track that tool separately than I want to track other raw materials. Lastly, at the top here, we have templates. Templates are essentially our pre-made routing. So anytime we go to make a routing, we can either grab from existing operations on other items, or we can use a template. And a template will allow us to store operations and default notes and attachments in case we have a very generic routing that we want to bring into multiple items. Very handy when quoting, so that way you can quickly pull in a routing or a template with all of your possible operations and then just remove what you don't need. Lastly, we have two other really interesting things inside the system around inventory. We have our global inventory adjustment. What this allows you to do is adjust inventory levels of every single item in one screen. It'll show you your current inventory level, and just by typing in one new stock level, it'll show you the adjustment you're about to make, and then you can hit save. If you go into a bill of materials, for example, our bearing assembly, and then we hit adjust inventory, this will display a screen with just the inventory from that item. Lastly, if we go into our global inventory transactions, this will show us all of the inventory transactions currently happening inside of our facility. This is very nice to let us know if there are particular transactions that we weren't expecting, where that inventory got adjusted and by whom, when it happened, and if AI triggered that transaction. And lastly, to touch on items, all of the items and everything we reviewed today is actionable by AI. So what it can do is if we go look at our history here for this item, the handguard assembly was actually originally created by an AI agent operating on behalf of me. and then I came in and made some slight changes. And this is very common for inventory items inside of StartProto, and people operate this way daily, is they'll have quotes and RFQs sent into their AI agent, and their AI agent is actually able to go through and create the first initial draft of any item. For now, I think this is a good overview of make items and buy items inside StartProto and some of the other functionality around them. If you have any questions, feel free to follow up or book a demo on the website. And I hope you tune in for another videos here soon. Thank you.